Alright guys, so I just want to give you a quick update of what's going on at work last week. Late last week I dropped a big chunk of steel on my foot. I don't know how long it's going to keep me out of the woods for, but it's still pretty painful. I don't think it's broken. Well, maybe it is, I don't know. I should probably go to the doctor, but I'm hard-headed, so I probably won't. But anyway, I decided that I probably won't be able to go hiking, so I figured out I'm gonna set up a couple of more projects to do around the house, which doesn't involve me walking around. So while I'm kind of laid up for the next couple of weeks, or however long it takes me to get back in action, I decided to set up a couple of projects that we could do at my house, and I'll give you a quick look at those. Should be kind of cool. But so the first thing I'm working on is a coffee can forge. So while I was doing this, I did my plaster Paris and sand mix, filled it all up. Everything was going pretty good. Then I got a phone call, and I had put an old can, oil can inside there, as you can see, to fill it up, and it set faster than I thought it was going to. So now I'm having a hard time getting this sucker out, but it will come out. I'm just going to make sure that everything is perfectly, cured before I start ripping it out, because I don't want to break it or crack it. So there's our coffee can forge. Got the port right here, put the gas in, got the hole in here to let the heat out, and we made it out of a big coffee can. Got a couple of bolts, 1/4-inch bolts in here for the legs, and I'll show you how it sits up here on top of my bin. So here we are, guys. There it is. It's kind of messed up, but it will be fixed, and it'll working perfectly when I'm done. So there we go. And every coffee can forge is going to need an anvil. So I started working on one of these just before I hurt my foot. Now, keep in mind, it is in a rough stage. It's not really done yet, or anywhere close to done yet. But so I knocked out a chunk in here with a torch that wasn't really working well, but it doesn't really matter. I'll clean that up as need be. It's really cosmetic there anyway. But around here, I'm going to grind all this stuff off and start rounding this bit out. Start rounding that bit out, so we'll have a bit of a horn. And it's not a true size railroad track, piece of railroad track. It is a one that we use to move coils on the floor on these little buggies. However, it is able to take 45,000 pounds and plus and more. So it's going to be very strong and sturdy enough for what I'm going to need it to do. So anyway, that's that. That's what we got going on. So I think the first project we're going to start off on that is a steel for a flint and steel kit. And we'll see how it goes. So as I'm working on this, I'll give you some updates, or maybe we'll do a video on the build of that, or the completion of that, and then we'll do a first burn on this once I'm able to get that can out. Well, guys, so these are the things we're going to be working on for the next couple of videos. I'm sorry I couldn't get outside anymore, but I really got to make sure that my foot's back in shape before I can start heading out there and possibly hurt myself where no one can help me out. I didn't do a video on how to make the forge, only because there's so many of them out there, and I mean, you don't really need to see me make one too, but if in the future you want to see me make another one, I can whip one together for you, just to show you how I did it. And as for the anvil, I think I'll bring you guys along the ride while I'm finishing it up and rounding off the horn and getting things kind of set up. So maybe we can do that in a couple of weeks, or during the week or next weekend. But so that's basically what's going on. Again, guys, I apologize for not being able to get you out of the woods, because I know that's what you stick around here for. But anyway, I'll see you guys again soon. And hopefully I'll be able to get that can out in reasonable time. But I think tonight I'm going to let this dry overnight and let it really cure up, and then we'll think about trying to get that can out. Anyway, I can't believe that, I'm sitting out here working, to hear the phone ring, go and answer the phone, to get stuck on the phone for 5 minutes, really 5 minutes, and bam, came back. It was stuck in there so good I couldn't get it out. So I actually had a glass bottle in there, because I figured it wouldn't stick to the bottle as good, but the bottle wasn't long enough, so I just slipped the can over the top of it, and then so the bottle slipped right out. Can, not so much. Hope you like the update. Hope you like the upcoming projects, and we'll see if we can make a flint and steel out off of this bad boy, and then we'll take it elsewhere. Thanks for watching, guys. Alright guys, so here's the setup. It's nighttime now, but hopefully you can get a decent left look at this. So we're using the yellow gas, don't know what it's called, but it does burn hotter. We have a swirl tip on there to make sure the gas moves properly. And I'll give you a look on the inside. Maybe a little bit too bright, but I'll give you a look at that later on with the dark off, with the light off, and you can see it a little bit better, but it's going to work just fine, I think.